I remember I was in Abuja when we were distributing handbills, and one was given to a very dark man. One time, and his nature, he just say, let's see whether
should I call one?
Let me try it.
Yeah, it's true.
Is that Android?
It's Android.
Call 122. He just called the line, and the next thing, he said, Nigeria is working. This thing, they responded. That is if they had called that line, they would have signaled, then the people come. And the essence of the patrol team is to get you to the point.
Does not exist. Please check the number and try again. Thank you.
You can still try it. He said it does not exist.
Yeah, but if it was an emergency case.
That one is not. That one is beyond FRSC. The network issue is beyond FRSC. You are talking as if your own phone too wouldn't have given you such. Okay. We are used to this. They got there. When they get there, they call the nearest command. And the nearest, as the ambulance is moving, it will call the nearest patrol team.
Hello, everyone. So you just looked at that video, right? As funny as it looks, it's actually not funny. It represents everything that is wrong with our society. And one of the things I saw in that video is how much people who are in office are so defensive. The man that is sitting down there, the FRSC officer that is sitting down. By the way, the FRSC, they do good job. And I've always, for me, amongst the Nigerian institutions, they are one institution that you will see them, at least showing that semblance of things can be done accurately. I see a lot when there are accidents, in no time you see them there, you see them, doing all the things that they can do within their own power. No doubt about it. The FRSC is doing, Federal Road Safety Corps, right? That's FRSC, is doing quite well. But the way the man sat down there and was so much on the defensive, that is a major problem that people who are either in offices, political offices, civil servants, public servants, whatever it is, there is this defensiveness and aggression they feel when things are being pointed out. Even when they know that these things are wrong, it's almost as if you have to come and defend. Probably if he doesn't defend in that manner, by the time he gets back home, gets back to the office, he's going to be in trouble and all of that. But it's so pathetic, honestly. The same man that is speaking there, if he has an accident, there won't be any 122 or 112 or whatever that is working that he will talk about. You're here defending something that it's not there. When people tell you things are not working, what they're giving you is feedback. They believe in you to be able to solve that problem, nothing else. It is not for you to come and fighting them. It's not for you to come and be on the defensive. It's not for you to come and want to just put everything and just try to get it all out. What he should be concerned with is today to ask himself, if he himself today have an accident, is there, and don't tell me God forbid, because that's the nonsense we do all the time. When we're talking about this, oh, God forbid, it can never happen. That's the mentality we carry on, that it can never happen to us. It only happens to others. And that's why you see people coming out to say that, oh, I never thought it will happen to me. In short, anytime I see anything in somebody's book, I just zone off. I just move on. I'm not interested again. Because it was happening to others. You felt it was okay for it to be happening to others and not happening to you. Because if you knew that it was wrong, if you felt it will affect you and you feel it, you will do something about it. So it's for him to look at it and say, what if he has an accident today? What if his loved one, his friends, his colleagues, his whoever have an accident today, or they need an emergency? Will this particular number he called, will it be there available to the people? He knows it's not. And then when we say it's not available, what then do we do? What is the thing that needs to be done right now to ensure that we get it? That's how systems are fixed. It's not by living in denial. It's not by being aggressive. It's not by being angry. It's not by being over. That's how systems are fixed. Just take responsibility. Yes, it's not working. What then do we do to make it work? I've always talked about the fact that 419 is a number that literally every Nigerian, old or young, knows. old or young, they know 419, these 3 digits. Can we then use 419 as our own number where you call? By doing this, it's going to provide services for people. It's going to create employment for people. And it's something that can be done. It's something that is doable. It's all for us to have the political will to get it done. And then it would be done. The other thing also, and I think it was a few days ago I was thinking about this. I was like, okay, that was after the Anthony Joshua's accident. Of all the institutions, right, like I said earlier, the road safety have had capacity to be able to arrive at accident scenes, not, too long after accidents happen most times. And even when I don't know whether maybe because I live in the Federal Capital Territory, it happens more. You had broken down vehicles are not allowed to stay long. Immediately they're happening, they come and pick them up. Sometimes you see them with their big vans. Sometimes you see them just all over the place, when those things happen. Is it possible for us now to attach ambulances? So wherever, for example, road safety now, they already have offices all over the country. You find them even like on roads, like interstate roads and all of that. So can we also now attach sort of like ambulances to them with medical team, so that when they arrive, they're not just arriving to just evacuate corpses without any treatment immediately. They are coming in there, and then these ambulances are coming in there, which of course will be manned by medical personnel that are trained within all of that. And then when they come in, so as soon as they are treating, they are picking up people, trying to get the vehicles in place. They are also the other arm of they have the ambulances, so they can call them one name, they can add it to to their act, whether they need to redo their act or whatever it is. And what was that thing? Whether to reform it, whatever it is that needs to be done with their act, or just create another arm attached to them, or just attach ambulances to them. These are things that we can look at, so that when they come in, there's also that medical system, medical care that comes in. But as we looked at that video, as we watched that video, for me is the way he was shameless, if I would use that word, and wanted to just go there. And that's not the fault now. Haven't all of you seen sometimes when you go, but no. That moment was a moment of retrospection. That moment was a moment of calming down, say, wow, this thing didn't work. And it reminded me of when Nasiru El-Rufai was in BPE, and Nitel, were fighting GSM. So this GSM that you see yourself holding, there were many people that fought it. It took a lot for us to have this GSM. Other countries have everything. It didn't cost Nigeria anything. So they even made money out of it. Yet people stood against it. Nitel was against it. I remember watching live, I think it was Sunday. There was one program they used to do on Sundays. This Sunday Dateline that this fair guy used to, I can't remember his name. Now there was one NTA program that they used to do every Sunday, and he was sitting down there and they were having this back and forth argument. And National El-Rufai was saying to the man, look, your 090, it doesn't work. Even when they call it, the man was like, it's coming, and National El-Rufai took out the phone and he was calling the I think it was the Nitel MD. And he called him, and he was calling him, and his number was not going through. It was such the most funniest thing you could ever see, which was literally what happened there. You would expect the man to have paused and say, wow, this thing is actually not working. So imagine someone is in an emergency and they are calling. Most times emergency numbers in a lot of countries, you don't even need data. You don't need to have credit. It goes. The emergency, you see on your phone, the emergency numbers go. And so it was a moment for him to have just paused and say, oh, wow, it's okay. I think what you're saying is true. Rather than him trying to go, oh, no, and then you what of your own this thing. This is why things are not working. People don't put themselves in the position of victims to say, what if I'm the victim? How will I want it to work? Thank you so much for watching.